ATF for the family. Hell as you saying, I am the man, I go super saiyan when I'm on the beat. Piles of sand, buckets and pans, I get to the bands when I'm in the streets. Wear hands on feet, unique. My stick a new technique. Don't fuck with internet beef. Bitches me, and I beef. Hell as you saying, I am the man.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Happy holidays. My name is Herbsurdity Podcast El Segundo. They call me Herb, and with me to my left is my co-host.
Ho, ho, ho is me, just Alex.
And today we have special guest, Marcus Morton from the Dirty Trunk Podcast.
Hey.
And our friend D'Angelo, Quincy Bones Edmondson, started from Scratch Records, right? So previous episode, we said there'd be a callback, and there is in fact a callback. It was the first time for everything. I promise y'all a lot of callbacks, and it's the first time we ever gonna actually have one. You're welcome. That's my holiday gift to you. No matter what you celebrate, whether it be one of the big three denominations or something in between, whether it be winter solstice or whatnot, I present you with a present. Now, for everybody at the table that is willing to indulge, I have here non-alcoholic eggnog. Right, it's made with coconut milks. Right.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
The benefit to this is, right?
Marcus immediately grabbed his cup.
The benefit to this, besides it being lactose friendly, right, is that you get a different flavor. So it ain't just a regular eggnog flavor. This is that coquito. So what y'all know about coquito, right? Say it. Where I'm from, right? My family, that Puerto Rican side. So it's a different type of Yule drink we indulge, and it's got coconut and cinnamon, and it's alcoholic. So it's kind of like eggnog, but the coconut flavor, and it's always alcoholic. It's never not. Like I said, ain't no alcohol in this.
No,
but don't worry, everybody.
It's pretty good.
I have
tastes like
Jubilee
Christmas, man.
in my system.
Yeah.
It's okay. We never doing this thing sober. I don't care. Doctor say, hey, you ain't got no more liver, and I'm going to say, well, I guess I ain't got no more episodes. Just like that. All right. So the reason I wanted to do this whole Christmas special is it's a little known fact about me. I do not like Christmas specials. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a fan of them. I watch a lot of TV, right? Christmas episodes. Every show's got one. Movies. There's a lot of Christmas movies. I got my own opinions about the reasons why. I don't necessarily hate the holiday. I don't hate the winter season.
Yeah.
But your boy a bit of a Scrooge.
Hey,
I'm a little humbuggy. I'm a little grinchy.
Oh, man.
Time out. So you jingle all the way, never did nothing for you?
Really?
Listen, I had a Turbo Man action figure.
Right.
I had a Turbo Man action
So
figure.
that didn't do nothing?
Obviously it did, but but that's not a TV special.
I
Look,
mean, I'm just saying.
listen, if you watch, it's
turbo time.
there's no progression. I need
It's
evolution.
supposed to be. It's the holiday special.
Wait, so you never decked the halls with boughs of holly?
I mean, I did one time.
One time?
Right?
You didn't like it?
I was required to, because you saw five. I was the 5 golden rings.
Oh, Lord.
Back in elementary school, that was me. That was my solo. You know what I'm saying? That was my hit up.
Oh, my God.
But I was required. I didn't know what it even meant. Like, we used to sing it all the time, and I didn't know. I was like, "What are balls of holly?" They're like, "No, bows." And I was just like, "Oh, I'm supposed to bow with somebody named Holly? I don't even know nobody named Holly. Do I gotta find my own friend named Holly?" And they had to break it down to me and explain why something that was a tradition very long ago was important to me now. And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Sure.
Eyes rolled, bro.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
gotta
it
go
is.
with it. All right, bet.
So
Yeah, go ahead. Start it off.
no, I was gonna
Get
go
it in.
around the room. And
There you
just
go
ask,
around the room.
because
Yeah,
I'm
go
just
ahead.
you negative over here about
No,
Christmas,
no,
right?
go ahead. No,
All
because
this is
I'm
decked
no,
up.
yeah, there.
You know, so you got lights on, and you just poo-pooing on the whole holiday.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna explain to y'all the importance of my decorations in a minute, but y'all gotta get it. I'm gonna get there.
Marcus, how do you feel about Christmas specials?
All right, so like, I don't know. I'm pretty neutral. I don't hate them, but I don't love them. Like, they not. I don't look forward to
They're
them.
not
But I
essential.
watch them. Yeah. But Home Alone was key for me. I actually have I forgot where it was, but the CD for the soundtrack for Home Alone.
Wow. All right. That's when you love a movie.
Right. My favorite song, I forgot the name of it. I think it was
Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
Yeah, that was a jam.
It might be that one too. But nah, it was the one with the dude, like the real deep voice was on it.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Is it?
Yeah. Rocking around.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
That joint.
That was my jam. That was my jams.
Okay. D'Angelo?
Well, as a Sagittarius, I love Christmas. My birthday is December 1st.
Ooh. Okay.
So I'll be another age in a couple of more weeks.
Weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And
At the recording of this, yeah.
yeah, the thing about Christmas for me is that my birthday is on December 1st and Christmas is on the 25th.
Mm-hmm.
So my parents would be like, do you want your birthday or do you want Christmas?
Yeah. Dumb parents.
Yeah.
Oh,
I say,
Man.
forget my birthday. Let's do Christmas. I want all my toys on Christmas.
Yeah,
So I double it up every year, you know.
That's all right.
And then for some reason I get along with Capricorns real good. So and they're like
right after.
right after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every December I celebrate the whole 31 days.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So Christmas for me has been excellent all my life, you know. Yeah.
Personally,
Yeah.
like I said, Jingle All the Way was very influential to my life.
Okay.
Sinbad, was one of my favorite comedians.
Classic.
Right.
Classic.
Right.
Arnold Schwarzenegger fighting for toys, about to kill Tom Arnold because he was trying to, sleep with his wife. That's the holiday spirit. I don't
Nobody
know how
likes you, Booster.
Yeah, that was horrible, by the way. Yeah.
Felt bad for Booster, man.
I cursed for the first time, got in trouble because I was saying what somebody said in the movie. I didn't know ass was a curse word.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I was like, damn, they called him an ass. My mom was like, no, don't say that. I was like, huh? Oh, my bad. So yeah,
she scolded you verbally.
yeah.
So
I didn't know. He's like, you can't say ass. I was like, oh, my bad. I won't say ass no more. Don't say ass. So yeah,
I'm a little bit more old school. I don't hate every Christmas special. Let me acknowledge. So the issue is the biggest problem I have is that I rewatch a lot of television and movies. Like I'm a rewatcher, right? As a kid, if it was a movie I enjoyed, I got the VHS and I'm watching it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times. The best Christmas movie of all time, no debate, is Hook. That's what it is. I love Hook. Hook's one of my favorite movies of all time in general.
Robin Williams.
Yes.
Break that down for me.
What is there to break down? It's a Christmas movie.
Because I always think of that as just Peter Pan. I don't think
Well,
about
it was
as
released on Christmas Day,
Okay.
so therefore Christmas movie. But it's the snow, the wintertime, right? So all the non-Peter Pan aspect of the story is you even see the Christmas decorations in the house when he's it's a Christmas movie.
So it's Die Hard, a Christmas movie.
Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Home Alone's a Christmas movie. They're all Christmas movies.
Batman Returns.
Christmas movie.
Iron Man 3. It's set
Iron
during
Man
Christmas.
3 terrible.
Set
Iron Man
during
3.
Christmas.
It was
Nope,
a terrible
nope,
movie.
Not the
That
point.
was a
Not the
bad
point. That's
movie.
not my question. Don't do that.
It was an April Fool's movie because me and Jerome weren't really there. I don't even know why you brought that up.
Because it's set during Christmas.
Then yes, Christmas movie.
Okay. All right.
Yes, even the MCU needs a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we're all on the same
That's
boat.
because you got to. And you know what? That says a lot about how I feel about Christmas specials. That's exactly my point. So even though I may like Hook, I may like Die Hard, I may like Home Alone, I may like The Grinch, the original, just like the old school. Because I used to go in elementary school, they make you watch them old, super old,
Dr.
gritty
Seuss.
looking cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dr. Seuss joints, and they always look mad, dingy, and dirty, and low quality. At the time, they was fire because I was watching things in the early '90s, and the quality still wasn't great anyway. Everything was CRT, cathode ray tube TVs, big bulky, 300 pounds. The screen be 3 inches.
The big ass disc.
Yeah, laser disc. Yeah. I grew up with laser disc. Yeah.
The original LPs, 12 inch.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you had to listen to a soundtrack on the vine. Yeah, to flip it over. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes. I grew up with these things. I did. Right?
Oh man.
And it's like that's part of the problem what I have with Christmas specials is like they just stopped making them after that. Like technology progressed, things progressed, but like we won't be getting new Christmas stuff, right? It's like the same stories over and over again. So previous episode we had Brooke said there's no new stories, right? It's all about how you tell them. It's true, but for Christmas it's even more so because the pool is so much smaller. It's like it's all right. Let me tell you all the Christmas stories that exist. All right, y'all seen that one where the guy thinks maybe I shouldn't be like around right now, and then they show him a different world, right?
Oh, A Wonderful Life.
Yeah, but I also just described 7 other Christmas specials to you, right? You see why I ain't saying no names specifically?
Not bad.
Now the story behind It's a Wonderful Life is pretty interesting as well. It's literally like the movie was made. It didn't do well. Nobody went to go see it when it was in theaters. They thought it was super trash. The movie cost a quarter of a penny to air on television. Was it CBS? I think it was. It was like, nobody watches TV on Christmas.
Right.
Nobody cares to look at the TV. We have to put something on that's not going to cost us a lot of money. So they started airing the special because it was the cheapest thing they could find to air. They bought the rights to it for like a couple dollars. Like somebody was like, "Yo, hand me $5, I'll sell it to you." Ain't nobody want to see this thing. And then they just aired it for years and didn't even care to look at the ratings or sell ads or anything. They didn't even think about it because they were like, "No one's looking at TV. We just need to show something,
Right?
Because legally we're required to show something, right? To say we're a TV channel. That's how it works." And then one year they just stopped doing it, and people were furious. They were like, "Yo, It's a Wonderful Life ain't on TV. What are you doing? It's a Christmas tradition. How dare you not play my favorite movie?" And they were like, "What? What are you talking about? Everyone hates this movie." They're like, no one had ever seen the movie before. Now it's your tradition. Now it has nostalgia. Now it has a feeling of togetherness and family that it didn't have before, because we played it every year for Christmas. And then like people think about it, I was sitting there, TV on, nothing to do, you bored, bam, same thing on TV every year. So it becomes a tradition. The Charlie Brown Christmas special, right? I have a thing where I just love that little tree, bro, because Charlie Brown's a lovable loser.
He is.
I gotta see that tree every year. If I don't see the tree, I'm hurt. They talking about they might not play it this year, and I'm mad. And I don't even know why I'm mad. I got streaming service. I go watch it on YouTube. It don't even matter.
Yeah, it's like on Disney.
But I'm like, how dare you not show me that tiny little tree with the droopy ornament? So anyway, so I went to a weird direction. All right, so one story type. The other story type is, man, I really want Christmas to happen, but I don't know if we can because there's some extenuating circumstances in life. Either we don't have any money or our family ain't together this year. We're in another direction, whatever. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Yeah.
Frosty, right? Like, yeah, I'm living up to my dreams. I want to be happy, but I don't know if it's right for me. Happy birthday.
I'll
like,
be home for the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, son. So, and then the third one is, I hate Christmas. It's the worst thing in the world. I don't like you. I don't like nobody. And then, oh no, something tragic happened. Now I love Christmas. I love everybody. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry I was so mean to y'all. I don't mean it.
You forgot about the fourth one. The dysfunctional family who, Christmas gonna happen regardless, but everybody may not make it to the day.
4 Christmases, Christmas with the Cranks. What's
the black one?
And then the Spanish one. Yeah.
With John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
That's a good one though.
Yeah, I know. I like. I seen it when it was in theaters. It was okay. It was a chainsaw, like George Lopez with a chainsaw. And then there's the black one you talking about, Chris Brown.
Yeah.
This Christmas. Yeah, this Christmas.
I can't think of it. I'm sorry.
I mean, don't say it like it was a classic. It was not a classic. I worked at the movie theater when that came out. You know what happened?
I just said it was a movie.
Some girl was so about Chris Brown, because this is he from Virginia, we in Virginia, and so she was just the whole movie making all these gross noises, and then her boyfriend got so mad that Chris Brown was on the screen, right? And he took a whole bucket of extra butter popcorn and threw it at the screen.
Oh man. Who had to clean that up?
Chris Brown. Well, see, here's the thing. I'm supposed to clean up. That was my job. I was supposed to go sweep up the popcorn, right? So immediately I'm like, I don't like Chris Brown. It wasn't even like I don't like Chris. It was like I don't like Chris Brown. I don't like Christmas. Whatever, bro. This whack. Like I immediately was just humbugging forever from that point forward.
So this is
I was
Chris
never
Brown
going to
fault?
enjoy that. Yes, Chris Brown fault. And so because like, well, I can't say what I was going to say. I ain't had that much to drink. But you know how expensive it is to clean them screens afterward? It's not like I go over there with a rag and wipe it down.
Yeah.
I can't even. We had to call a contract to come clean them screens because them screens are not regular material. They have to be specially steam treated because there's like chemicals and stuff in them to make them work better. When they tell you silver screen, they mean it. There's like actual particles of metal inside of those projector screens that have to be polished after you like damage the screen.
Oh wow.
They're cleaned annually.
Mm.
But if somebody spills something on them, they have to be cleaned immediately, or the movie doesn't look the same afterward.
That's why.
And people would just come like, there was a smudge the whole time. I would like a refund. Like you can't do that for 900 people every day, or every movie.
How do they get dirty? The screen is like,
Oh, just from dust. Like I said, you'll have a room of like 200 people just sitting in there for hours a day, every day, like 20 hours a day. It's gonna get dust.
It's a dandruff city.
oh man.
Yeah, like everything gets dust. You can't help dust.
Yeah, dead skin cells everywhere.
No, it's like the powdering snow of Christmas.
That is gross.
Yep.
I got the question for everyone.
Go ahead.
No, let's get it.
What is your favorite Christmas soundtrack?
Oh,
Motown.
with it. The Silent Night with the Temptations.
Yeah.
That joint is so.
And Christmas don't start till you hear that.
Yeah.
I don't care where you at. The one with Twinkle Twinkle Little Me, the Stevie Wonder joint, that's my favorite Christmas song. They play that shit right now, it's a rap. I will sing it.
I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus.
Oh, the Jackson 5 joint.
Yep. Backdoor Santa. Which, yo, when I was a kid, I was like, what? Why isn't Santa sticking it through the back door?
Oh, it's very, very inappropriate.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
It's there's a lot of too many sexy things about Santa Claus that they be trying to do. The Santa baby, come on, slide on down my chimney tonight. That joint.
Whoa.
I be in the mall, right, working at my other vanilla job, and it's like some singing teddy bears, and it's a teddy bear with the sequins gown, and she be singing it, and I be like, that sounds disgusting. That's inappropriate. My nieces wanted to go look at it, and I was like, I don't know if they can hear this song. That sounds too raunchy. They don't know that. They just talking about Santa Claus, and I'd be like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know how I believe in it.
That's crazy. Oh, man.
My joint for the Christmas season, every time I hear it, is when Michael Jackson do the Drummer Boy joint. I like that one because he make it so soulful, and that song so dry on its own.
Yeah.
He really be putting all his heart and soul into it, trying to make it sound like it's the thing popping. But like I said, we got the same Christmas songs too, man.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey this Christmas and Chris Brown this Christmas. Who's better?
Chris Brown.
You tripping? Better than Mariah Carey this Christmas?
Yeah.
No, you're right. Because all I want for Christmas is Mariah Carey.
Yeah,
that's.
You mean Donny Hathaway this Christmas? Uh-oh. This drone really wanna be a part of the show.
No, y'all know it's sorry.
Hey, we can't get sued for that, right? Because that's like original voice.
Oh,
You
maybe.
really
I don't
can't.
know, actually.
No. I don't know.
Does it need to be closer to the drone, or I don't?
Technically, all she's saying is that she's not connected to the satellites. She's saying this is Addy mode, which is if I did fly it here, it would crash into the walls if I didn't control it.
Gotcha. Oh, speaking of which, we got Christmas episode is special, so we want to do something special. We gonna have the video's gonna be nice and clear for y'all. We got a 4K camera through the drone.
Turn the volume down on the phone. Does that work?
Oh yeah. So yes, thank you, Alex. I was like, yo, I should mention this, but I was like, I don't know, 'cause I'm in a groove.
A little housekeeping while we were talking, while the sound was coming up.
But yeah, we we decided, every episode I try to do something slightly different for y'all. Sometimes I tell y'all what it is. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's a VIP behind the scenes type scenario. If you're not currently a VIP and doesn't know what happens behind the scenes or what goes on in the secretive measures of these recordings or YouTube videos, please feel free to request to be part of the VIP. It is completely free, costs no extra money whatsoever. So we already offer our material up free to you. Hop in the comment section of YouTube, send us a audio message on Anchor.
DM us
on
Instagram.
DM us on Instagram, like, subscribe. I don't care. You want to be on the show? You want to leave us comments,
have
feedback.
A talent though when you coming on the show, please.
Hey, look,
Preferably.
just because you want to be on the show, I mean I'm gonna let you be on the show. That's
I'm
not.
saying.
I'm not saying everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome as in an inclusive aspect.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna exclude you for anything you got going on. Like race or like sexual orientation wise, religion.
Yeah.
None of that. I'm not gonna exclude you for any of that. However, I will exclude you for being whack. If you whack, can't be on the show.
I mean, that's kind of how I feel like heaven works, right? But
If you whack, you can't be in heaven.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't. Right? Doesn't it? Ah, there we go. We got one.
First of all, hold on.
We got one. We got one.
Why is your mindset of heaven this way?
I was trying to bring it back to Christmas.
That's not the way.
No.
I understand that.
Hey, but there is a place for whack people.
Yeah.
For real.
There's a place for whack people.
Heaven is not one of them.
Could you imagine going to heaven? Somebody you know was whack, and you saw him up there. How mad you would be! Like, I'm not supposed to be here up here.
Yeah,
with
yeah. This ain't. I think I went to the wrong spot. I'd be like, oh, I guess I didn't make it.
Yeah.
What's
after all.
wrong? You here? Oh,
He
okay.
was like, can I talk to the manager who's guide and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
like, you know what I mean?
You sure he's supposed to be up here?
Call St. Peter, bro.
Yeah,
like, he was supposed to be bouncing. He ain't checking the list of the party. It's
You be a
crazy.
Karen in heaven. I don't want to be a Karen in heaven.
He wasn't
horrible.
cool on earth.
Yeah.
Thought I was rid of him. That's
Yeah.
That's the only happy part about ending up here. God damn.
Yeah.
No.
Have you ever got to Marcus's favorite?
Yeah.
Or was it Home
Soundtrack.
Alone? Was it Home Alone?
It was Home Alone.
Okay.
I was gonna say Home Alone. Yeah.
It's good. Now, being at the time it was, did you have it on cassette?
Oh no. It was CD.
Okay, so you
Thank
you was out here living big. All right, okay. I didn't make sure because
had the whole Sony CD player in my pocket, you know.
good Lord, man,
Yeah.
you was out here living.
Yeah.
You know what? I said that and I never remember our age difference. Never mind. I'm tripping because I'm thinking about like when Home Alone first came out, and I was just like, man, CDs was like CD player like $4-5, and I was just like, you know what? And then later it was like $20.
Yeah.
So like. It was a big. I feel bad for. This ain't a Christmas episode, but y'all ever seen Martin, the show Martin?
Yeah.
Y'all remember the episode where somebody took a CD player? It was like Browman was actually just borrowing it, but it was like a whole New Jack City.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember how much he said his CD player cost in that episode? Like $500, right?
It was either 500 or 6.
Yeah, it was something crazy.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking to myself back then, I was like, okay, yeah. I definitely remember. I didn't know a single person with a CD player, like a portable CD player, because they were like so expensive. It was absurd. Like somebody had to go rob somebody to get it. Like it was a crazy price, and it was no anti-skip or nothing. So it said it was portable, but what they really meant was I can pick it up, set it on the table in the next room, and listen to it some more. Because you couldn't walk around with it. I want no anti-skip protection equipment on there, and even with anti-skip, it was rattling. So.
Yeah, it's still on great.
At the same time, remember the first CDs were 12-inch LPs.
Jesus.
If you remember, when the upper class had them,
Yeah.
they were big
Laser
12-inch LPs, and they were called CDs. You know, before they compacted them, before they were compact discs, they were actually 12-inch LPs. And
That's a wild.
I don't know how I remember that, but I do.
Right.
Because I didn't have those, but I do remember like for real, those are CDs.
Man, they had Reading Rainbow on them things. That was crazy.
Yeah. I listened to Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech for the first time on one of those.
Oh, really?
Yes, in kindergarten, I listened to it on vinyl.
Huh.
It was the first time I heard it with a record player. Because I keep trying to tell you the age gap is serious, but you don't be hearing me.
Cause you act like it's like 10 years, bro.
Because technology.
No, it changes like mad quick. I get that.
Yo, technology progressed so fast that when I started going to school, we were listening to record players, and then by the time I got out of high school,
MP3s.
we had MP4s. Like we had MP4 players. We
right.
progressed so far in the time it took me to make it 12 grades that I was just like, what is happening? Like I remember before
What is
internet,
life?
after internet.
Hey,
You know,
I got one for you. Do you know how there's PlayStation and Xbox now?
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you know about Atari and ColecoVision?
ColecoVision, not so much Atari though. Yeah.
I got a Tandy
familiar.
Vision at the house right now.
You remember that used to be the biggest battle, Atari versus ColecoVision?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I got a ColecoVision at the crib.
All to play Pong on.
Bro, my
He said
Coleco.
all the
It's so old. There's no way to play it right now because I don't have the right kind of.
You
TV.
can, yeah. Like
It
TV just
didn't,
look
there
at
was
you
no
like,
AV cables. You had to.
Imagine going to a Best Buy and be like, "Look, I want to play this Atari."
There was
like, bro, nah.
there was prongs in the back of the TV back then. You
Two
red.
screws.
Yeah, you had to
Two
screw. You had to
screws.
screw.
Oh, the screw ones?
Yeah, you had to
Because
screw
I
the
was
TV
before
out to
the
put
red,
them up.
yellow, and white joints.
The RF joint. You know, I had to screw
Oh
the
my God.
ColecoVision into the TV. So it
That
got
is-
to a point where my mom was like,
With a flathead.
yeah, she was like, hey, you want a new TV? And I was like, yes. I had some money, like my pops had sent me, and she was just like, well, look, I'm taking you to the PX. You can buy your own TV. And I got it was another CRT anyway, but it already didn't have the screws in the back no more. So I was like, oh, well,
man.
I can't use half the things I got. I couldn't figure out how to play my Sega Genesis because I only had the old school setup, and I was like, it's awkward. I had to buy like a new plug for it, and like they don't really sell new plugs for Sega Genesis back then. Like they didn't think about it, so I had to like find one used at another location type. It was like a Funko Land type stuff. I had a lot going on. But it brings me to the next question. The best Christmas gift you ever got. The one that you know, the unexpected or the joint that just blew your mind, or like, you know, 23 years later you like, oh my God, I still remember I got this and it messed me up.
Man, my mom lied to me.
What you mean?
She lied to me the whole year. Xbox 360 came out, right? I was like, "Oh, that's all I want for Christmas." She was like, "I don't know." She went and got it 2 months before. 2 months before, my dad gave her the money. I'm really upset. Like I'm legitimately like,
I'm really upset.
it bothers me to this day that my mom lied to me, bald face. Like she didn't have nothing. She didn't know nothing. It was in the house. It was in the house. To this day.
She try to like sneak it in the closet, like
Apparently,
put,
like
put
she
socks
got.
over top of it.
So apparently it was, I don't know, she didn't go to school that day because she was a teacher, right?
Right.
So I had to go to school, obviously, right? So it was in that weird between time where she didn't go to school and I went to school. She got it in the house. My dad gave her the money. They was in on it together.
He said they was in on it
I
together.
got a story about my situation too, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on mine. I'm gonna get to everybody else first. I don't want to hog up all the mic time.
I was so happy,
I
but
don't
I
know.
was so upset.
Okay, so like we would always make like a list, and we would always get like a decent amount of stuff on the list, along with like clothes and socks and stuff. And I'm just like, I ain't asked for this. And then my folks, like once we got older, they were like, y'all got too many clothes and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, I didn't ask for this. Like why you fussing at me about clothes when every Christmas I either ask for toys or games? You would get like a decent amount of both, and then like a bunch of clothes. We'd always get clothes from like everybody, and I'm just like, I didn't ask for this. I don't really care for this. I just this.
Did
But
the clothes ever fit?
they did.
Yeah.
But they kind of like this sweater, like a little bit too big. So it's like,
Right.
oh, you grow into it. I'm like, all right, cool. All right, whatever.
Had the opposite, bro. It's whatever size it was the year before.
Huh.
Yeah. A lot of that. The shoes don't like fit, but that was the only thing that fit.
I didn't get that.
Oh,
But
man.
what's up, D? You thought about it? Best gift?
Oh, I'm ready.
Go ahead,
Y'all
go
want to hear this?
Go ahead.
All right. let's see. It had to be maybe 1990.
Okay.
Best Christmas ever. My brother worked at KB Toy Store.
Nice.
It's already starting to be great.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Y'all remember KB Toy Store? Like
Yeah.
like in competition with Toys R Us?
Yeah.
He worked there, and he bought me, this is when Nintendo came out in 1984 or 83, one of those years. And it came with the big robot Rob, and Rob would actually sit there and play the game with you. He'd move around, and Rob sit there on the side of you. He'd pick up the little spinning wheel, spin it over, and drop it down, and the player moves, right?
Oh, okay.
So that was the regular Nintendo, not 64, not Nintendo Special Edition. It was just regular Nintendo, but
Right.
he didn't buy me that one. He bought me the little regular console for $99, but he also bought me 92 games.
92 games?
92.
All of them.
92 games plus the Power Pad and the Power Glove.
Yo.
Y'all remember the Power Glove where you put it in the screen and
Yeah. That employee discount is
Right.
magnificent.
yeah. So I'm sitting at home on Christmas with all this stuff,
Yeah.
and I couldn't open the games fast enough.
Which one did you play first?
I don't.
Which
I
one
believe
was your favorite? Which one do you
my
remember?
favorite, I believe, was still Super Mario Brothers.
Okay.
Okay.
However, the twist in this story is that nobody ever bothered me again. Ever. That's D'Angelo. He got 92 games at his house. We're all going to go to D'Angelo's house. Oh, this
Thanks.
made me super popular
Yeah.
for like the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Right? And even when somebody was trying to beat me up and rob me, I'd be like, hey, I got 92 Nintendo games. You want to come to my house and play? Yeah. Well, we ain't gonna beat you up today. Let's go to your house and play games. You know, and they be like, shit.
Gotta figure out what this pro wrestling is about first.
I'm like, well, shit. Here, you want this one? You can have it. We don't have to fight.
Yeah.
What are we gonna fight for? I
Still
got
89 more games.
exactly. Shit. You want to fight tomorrow
91
too?
more
Here,
games.
take that one.
I don't even like that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
so so that made me like really popular in the
Yeah.
whole community. You know, I was like my house was like the arcade.
Oh,
that's
Dope.
dope.
Everybody was welcome.
Awesome.
I never had to fight nobody. It was cool. You know, my childhood was beautiful.
That's dope.
so yeah, that was the best Christmas ever, and it was like 5 Christmases in one.
Yeah.
shit, that's crazy. Man,
Be lucky to get 2 games.
Yeah, I had the whole KB toy store.
I ain't had no brother, and that just made me want to have a brother more and more now. Like, I wish I had a big brother now. Never had one, man. So what made it more special for me, because I had a lot of great gifts, so a lot of thoughtful presents. You know what I'm saying? My wife, you know what I'm saying, like she bought me the Xbox One. You know what I'm saying? With the Red Dead 2, with the, you know, with some action figures holding the game codes to give me the promo to get the game for free. It's very thoughtful, very thoughtful. But my most special Christmas, my mom lied to me as well.
What is up with moms and lying?
I mean,
It's to
their job.
protect you. It's
guess.
a protection measure. You know.
The veil of magic.
Man, no,
to not
I
be
know
broken.
Santa is my dad.
So I definitely hit on one of them jumps. I was like, bro, ain't no Santa, right? But see, ain't had no pops around either. So like, one about it, but
yeah.
I'm like, ain't no Santa Claus, bro. I came to my mom like I figured something out, like I was a detective or something, right? I was like, so I had this theory, ain't no Santa, right? She was just like, what you talking about? Of course it's Santa Claus. Why would you say that? And I was just like, I don't know. Seems a little fishy. And I started giving all these logical things, you know what I'm saying? And this is the early 90s, right? So I turn around and my whole night, and I ain't even thinking about the next morning and how great Christmas should be. I'm thinking about I gotta prove my point, right? So I'm sneaking out of the room. People keep trying to shove me back in my room and stuff. And I finally I see some lights through the window. I'm like, oh yeah, somebody pulling up right now. Who is that with the headlights outside? It's like midnight. Why would they be doing that? She's like, why are you not asleep? You're supposed to be asleep. And I was just like, She said, Santa Claus don't come unless you sleep. And I was like, no, that's not how Santa works. He supposed to just come whenever. He shouldn't have to wait for my eyes to be closed to show up. That's not how magic works, right? Who is that? Who is that? Is that somebody bringing my gifts? Who is it? right? I never got to figure out who it was.
I was about to say, you probably don't want to answer, dog.
No, because all right, right. It was one of three people. It was one of my godparents. I don't know which one. It was either one of my two godfathers or my godmother. I don't know which one it was, but one of them pulled up and dropped some stuff off because my mom held it with them. Like she, you buy stuff all year long on clearance or sale, whatever. Because the kid don't know, right? You just give it to him later, right? That's what we was on, and so. And I know it had to be like shipped to something because it was a giant box. It was like a brown like package, right? And so I stayed up all night long because I wanted to prove. I said I'm not even gonna go to bed. I'm gonna wait till my mom wake up. And the only way to do it, I said I'm gonna watch TV. But back then we had cable and TV was dry. Right?
Yeah, I was about to say, what would you even...
TV Christmas Eve at like midnight is super dry. So they had a Star Trek marathon. Oh, the original Star Trek. I watched the entire Star Trek series from episode 1 on. Right? So I tell people I seen all the Star Trek, the original series. I meant it, but I saw when I was a small child Christmas Eve. Like,
oh man.
Hate to interrupt you, but do you remember when TV used to go off?
Yeah, when they used to play the good night message. Please carry your butt to bed message.
Y'all are showing y'all age.
Right.
Oh, my Lord.
Right.
At one point, I remember like the TV would go off, and I knew it was coming back on because there was a cartoon about Jesus Christ at 3 a.m. I'm like, BBS. That was my joint. That's how I knew it was time to get up and watch cartoons again because Jesus cartoon came on.
What is y'all worst Christmas?
Oh, hold on. I ain't tell you what I got, though. I ain't tell you what I got because I got stuck on the Star Trek thing. So I seen the whole Star Trek thing, right? And so I finally, like, last credits is rolling. I don't even know if I made it to the actual final episode. I just remember finally, like, falling asleep. And I wake up. My mom was like, oh, Santa came, but I know I ain't sleep none. Like, it had to be like 5 minutes after I closed my eyes because I remember the sun coming up while I was watching Star Trek. And I was like, I went out there, I was like, oh, God, what is this? Right? And then I opened the box. Man, there's Earthworm Jim action figures. I got Earthworm Jim and Cycro. You know what I'm saying? I got Pete, the dog. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of X-Men figures. Like, I'm talking about, like, Cable, Cyclops. You know what I'm saying? I got, like, 3 different Wolverine. Like, it was so many action figures in one box. I lost my mind. Like, I didn't know how to act. Like, a later year, I ended up getting, like, a bunch of Ghostbusters and the Ghostmobile from like the new Ghostbusters series. Yeah. But like this joint, the amount of like Marvel and Earthworm Jim action figures in the box was so ridiculous that I cried. I cried when I seen it. And I was like, thank you for getting this for me. She's like, I ain't get that for you. Santa Claus did. And I was like, why would you let that man take credit for the hard work you did? I was so mad. I said, no, it ain't no Santa Claus. I stayed up all night. I seen the car, seen the headlights. I watched Star Trek. And she was like, why'd you watch Star Trek? And I was like, mind your business. I know ain't no Santa Claus. I'm trying to thank you for your hard work. I just want to know where the stuff was, who dropped it off, and tell you I appreciate the gift. And then she ain't never tell me. To this day, she ain't tell me. I'm 32 years old. I recently turned 32. And I still don't know who dropped the gifts off. And my mother still won't admit that she purchased them gifts. Why?
Because look, man, you might not want to know. I'm telling you, it's going. Okay.
Hey, look here, man.
I'm just.
I know about all that, and I'm fine with it. I'm grown. Okay. I can accept those things.
All right.
But what I need to know is, it's not no dude in the North Pole, especially if he white Santa Claus, because my grandma believed in black Santa Claus. There are black Santas everywhere.
That's a good point. No, what is y'all worst Christmas memory?
Worst. Okay, all right. So, 2 things happened. I learned the dynamics of temperature. Okay. So you know how like gloves don't really like make a solid snowball. Okay. So you got to use your bare hands. Yeah. So I was out there for a good little minute, like throwing snowballs, like with my bare hands. Oh. Hands like freezing. So I was like, oh my God. Let me go warm my hands up. Yeah. Scalding hot water. I ain't know at the time. I was a little kid. So I was like, now my hands feel funny. So luckily I ain't do like severe damage.
Yeah,
so
your
thank God
nerves?
for that.
Oh, my God.
Right, I was like, so I learned later like that's a no. Like you're not supposed to do that at all.
What Christmas was this?
I don't know.
But please tell me you was like a little child.
I hope.
It was just
Oh
small.
man.
You won't saying you was a kid, but you was like 17, right? Like
No. I wasn't a teenager at this
Something
time.
like
thank God.
7 and under.
I think this was like in the same week also. Same situation. Outside playing like snowball fight with like the neighborhood kids. They're a little bit older than me, so like they're more faster and like more accurate at throwing shit. I got lit up. Like,
Oh man.
I had
That's the
snow in
worst.
my whole coat. I'm like, my hood was on. How did it get behind me?
Hey, oh, man.
Snow was coming from everywhere. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And a snowball feels like a rock. For those of you guys
Right.
that don't know, snowballs are
Oh,
really
man.
not snowballs. They're hard.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yo,
pack them right?
I ain't even
Right?
think about
That's why
that.
I had to use my hand.
Yeah.
Did y'all have snow ever? Did you have snow growing
In
up?
Los Angeles County, it doesn't snow. However, further up north, it does snow. And then that brings me to my worst Christmas experience. However, I don't think it was Christmas, but I'm just blaming this one on Christmas because
Sure.
it was snowing.
Close enough.
Big Bear, California. It snows there, and
I don't like
they have like a ski resort. Yeah, Big Bear. Yeah, actually there are bears there.
Oh,
And California, well, in the city, like most cities, there's it's very illuminated, and like out here, there's not many streetlights too. Whereas in Los Angeles County, every like 15 feet, there's another streetlight. So you technically don't need headlights in the area of California where I'm from, in Los Angeles County. There's no need for we use headlights, but they're not technically necessary because
You can
every
see.
15 feet there's a streetlight.
Yeah.
I mean, but in Big Bear, which is Northern California,
Right.
they don't have that. It's like out here. It's
Okay.
dark,
Yeah.
right? So we went camping.
Ooh.
A bunch of 16-year-olds in the snow in Big Bear, and we decided to sneak out. Right, and just so happens that by our cabin there was a McDonald's.
Okay.
So you got the big M in the air, the big yellow M.
Yeah.
Right. So it's maybe 12 o'clock at night. We got 16-year-olds sneaking out the cabin, out the top window, and we jumped down to the snow. We never been in the snow before, so we were unexperienced in how cold the snow actually gets.
Oh, man.
We've been, sunshine, the coldest we ever seen was probably 70 degrees.
Wow.
Jesus.
Period.
Wow.
I mean, it gets a little bit lower than that, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
technically, let's say 70 degrees.
Yeah.
So we're in Big Bear, camping with the school, and there's this big ski resort and all this good stuff. But we were like tobogganing and sledding and everything and all that. But 12 o'clock, we decided to sneak outside and go adventuring, right? We climb out the top window, and we jump into the snow. We start walking this way. Which way is that way? This way. We went that way, right? So it's about 7 of us, and it gets so dark that we can't see where we're going, right? So it was so cold, I took off my shirt, put it on a stick, and set it on fire.
Whoa.
So we can see where we're going, right?
Damn.
Then my shoes got so cold that I took my shoes off, and I'm walking barefoot in the snow.
Oh.
So I didn't have frostbite, thank God.
Yeah.
Right?
But I'm leading my team through the snow in Big Bear with a torch, my T-shirt on fire on a torch, and we're trying to figure out where we're going.
That is crazy.
Right?
What type of MacGyver Boy Scout?
Hey, believe it or not, they call me MacGyver. All my associate, my immediate circle, they call me MacGyver because I'm a MacGyver. Anyway, we're traveling through the snow, 12 o'clock at night. We're lost. We can't find. There's no street lights. There's no way to determine where we're going. And this is why I love McDonald's to this day. And this is not a plug for McDonald's. So sorry, McDonald's. This is not a plug for you. This is just like a life adventure and the worst Christmas ever story that I'm telling. Okay, so we look this way, we don't see nothing. We look that way, we don't see nothing. It's just pitch black. But I have my torch in the sky, and we're determining which way we're going, right? I look over here, and I see the big yellow M. I'm like, that's McDonald's. That's where the cabin is. And we ran toward the M.
Yeah.
And the M was like, it was like it wasn't a highway, but it was like a major street into Big Bear.
Mm-hmm.
So we were literally barefoot running down the middle of the highway to the M sign.
It was cold.
And it was freezing. I was barefoot running in the snow with no shirt on. So I just burnt it.
Oh, man.
Right? And it was fun.
Yeah.
But this had to be the worst. But everybody,
sounds painful, man.
everybody I'm telling you, it's like 7 of us.
Yeah.
And I could name those names, but everybody that was there for this event, they can comment in the comments. Tell me who was there. Yeah, comment in the comments. Say, I remember that. I was in Big Bear with you. And I'm not going to say your name, but you know who was there.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? And the count, it was our school teachers. They were like, go to bed, go to bed. And then one of my buddies, he was like, and it's still famous to this day, right? He was Hispanic, right? So he had a strong accent. So we were supposed to stay upstairs in our rooms or whatever. And his thing was he's going to run downstairs and, have fun. So it sticks in my head to this day. He kept saying, I was downstairs dancing. I was downstairs dancing. It was just so hilarious to, hear him say that. You know what I mean? And they go to your room. Everybody be quiet. It's lights out or whatever.
Yeah.
He run downstairs, come back up. I was downstairs dancing. That was just like so hilarious. It just stuck with me for my whole life. But that had to be the worst Christmas ever. And it probably wasn't around Christmas, but I remember snow, and it had to be around that time.
Yeah, winter.
But I'm just going to, I had all my Christmases because it's my birthday.
Right.
So I really don't have a bad experience that I can blame on Christmas, but that one, I'm just going to use that one as an example.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go right quick because you probably got like a crazy one.
Yeah.
No, man. My joint's, no, you go ahead, though.
Okay.
It's not that.
Oh, mine isn't like the worst either, but like somehow or another, like, okay, so it rained Christmas Eve, right? And my parents, for some reason, wanted to have their furniture moved out. They had like their whole bed set moved, dresser, drawers, mattresses, the bed frame, all this getting moved Christmas Eve. Cool, right? I ain't had to do nothing. I just opened the door for the move people, Or so I thought, because, it was about 5 o'clock. My mom was like, we got to get this stuff out the yard because they threw all the mattresses and all the old stuff that we had in the yard. And I'm like, but it's Christmas Eve, everything closed. She was like, no, we got to get it like right now. And I'm like, okay. So mind you, it's raining. It rained all day. So the mattress is like soaking wet and heavy. And we ain't got no ties and no wrap. So my dad and my brother, they put on top of the van. My brother hanging out the side of the van. My dad with one arm on the other mattress. We behind him, so, if it fly, just hit our car instead of somebody else's car. So we driving to the dump. Luckily, the dump is like, 7 miles from us. But still, it is the most treacherous 7 miles and the slowest 7 miles I've ever been in my entire life. It took us like 20 minutes to get to the dump because we was driving so slow. And it was dark, and that mattress was so heavy.
And that 7 miles probably felt like 21 miles.
Yeah, like, I swear to God, right? And it's Christmas Eve, and I'm just like, yo, I just want to like be in bed right now. It was the worst.
My
dad was fucking upset.
So I said, my actual worst is like probably my most least entertaining. That's just we were supposed to be going to, I think that might have been Philly. My family, and it's like a church trip, AME Zion Church, and I got something wrong with me. I don't know what it was. It's like hives or something. It was like something on my back felt like it was on fire and it was itchy or whatever, and I was just on Benadryl like the whole time, and like I was in Philly for multiple days and remember like one day of it. Because I was drugged up in a hotel room most of the time. And so that horrendous, right? Like I said, that's why I said the worst is the least exciting. However, trying to think of one that I can tell without any legal ramifications.
I got strep throat right before Christmas too, but that wasn't the worst.
Yeah, strep throat is terrible. Like every time I've ever had it, I felt like I was gonna die.
Man, so they gave me antibiotics, right? And my whole body shut down. I couldn't walk.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to get like wheeled into the hospital. Yeah, it was rough. Like I literally I had to get a cane because my joints and my knees, I could not walk. Like I was in so much pain because I had allergic reaction to the penicillin.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking horrible. Yeah, that was a rough Christmas too.
Strep throat.
Yeah, off of strep throat. Off of strep throat.
I
was in college.
I want to tell one of me getting kicked out stories, but I don't know if I can. And then me and my homeboy, whose name I don't say on the show, performed a quote, I guess lack of a better word, a heist for Christmas. I don't know if I can talk about that on the show. I don't know statute of limitations.
Yeah, man. No, I probably shouldn't.
But I know junior year in high school. It was the second time I went to Disney World. Did y'all know it snowed in Florida?
Nah, not
really.
Right, so you use it. Southern California don't snow, right? Northern California does, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Northern California is very far. California takes up like 90% of the West Coast or something. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Right, so it made sense to me because it's like higher than Virginia, right? And it snows in Virginia. You know, Northern California way up here. I've been to Santa Clara, California, like Milpitas, all that, like Northern California. I've been there.
Right.
I've seen snow myself, right? But Northern Florida, I didn't even think about where Disney World is, like Kissimmee, like that area.
Yeah.
Like, so that year in particular, the snow was crazy. So it was snowing in VA. Get down to Atlanta airport, go see my pops in Georgia. Snowing in Atlanta. And it was like a small dusting.
Yeah,
but it was enough to shut down Atlanta because it got like one snow plow for the whole city of Atlanta, which is enormous.
So they don't snow there.
Yeah, so people were like,
"What is this?"
Like,
we only need one.
The highway was at a dead stop, not because anyone hitting each other or anything, but it was because the snow came. No one knew what to do, so they all just turned the cars off, got out.
Like a picture of
looked
Walking
outside,
Dead.
like, what is this?
Yeah,
what do we do? Do we drive in this? Is it allowed? What happens now? Right, and they just say I could see that over the plane. I was like, "Why is the highway stopped? What's going on? I don't see anybody crashed or nothing." And then I get down into Atlanta, and I'm like in the airport, like, and the people were like laughing that are not from Atlanta, like me, and it's just like, "Did you hear? Somebody saw a flurry and the whole highway stopped." And I was just like, it's hysterical. So then I get down to Florida, and I'm like, Fort Lauderdale area, no snow. It's a little chillier than I thought. You know, chilly enough to wear pants, but still a sleeveless shirt. Right? Like, I'm out here wearing no sleeves. And then they're like, "We're going to Disney World." I'm like, yes. Right? I'll get to Disney World. I'm older now. It'll be funner. I get there, and I'm still not wearing sleeves. I left my coat in Atlanta because my dad was like, "You don't need a coat. Go on, Southern Florida. You don't need no coat. What you need a coat for? That's your Virginia coat. Leave that Virginia coat.
Your Virginia coat.
Leave your Virginia coat in Georgia. You need that when you get off the plane again in Richmond."
Can you imagine the Detroit coat? I'm sorry.
I mean, it might as well have been. It was a bubble coat, Rockaware bubble. It was like a hefty. Okay. It was a hefty, like you needed for the winter.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
It was like some type of joint I wear in DC. Like it was a big coat. Right. So I go to Florida, and like we knew it was gonna be bad on the way there, because it started snowing on the way there. You know, you got heat on in the car, and it's Florida. So immediately I'm like, something ain't right. Somebody asked for the heat to come on. I could feel the window. It's chilly. Then I see the flakes. I go, "What is that? Where are we? What state are we going to?" They said, "We still in Florida." I said, "Get out of here. In Florida, it snows in Florida." Didn't even know that was a thing. They said, "Well, yeah, it didn't happen very often. So when was the last time y'all seen snow in Florida?" They was like, "Well, I mean, when was 93? I'm like, "Good Lord, what? What are you talking about right now?" Like, you know, so, oh, wait, there was a blizzard in 96. There was like an all ice storm that like iced up all of Virginia.
Yeah.
They saw a slight flurry in 96 in Florida. Right? Like at the tip, like Pensacola somewhere. So I was like, all right, that's the last time y'all seen snow. It was like 96. This is ridiculous. And I said, so this is the coldest winter ever? Is that what happened? And then, and the whole time I just keep thinking, I don't have sleeves. We go to a Walmart on the way to Disney World because we're like, we'll just go buy a coat at the Walmart. And the whole time I'm worried, like, ain't gonna be nothing my size. I'm there with my cousin Ryan. My cousin Ryan, was a former football player and bouncer. He is bigger than I am currently. So, no, they didn't have his size at the Walmart either. So, we're trying to find, and they don't have winter coats because it's Florida.
Yeah. But they have hoodies at least.
Yeah, they sold hoodies, not enough. They were not thick. They were thin, fashionable hoodies, not thick.
Summer hoodies.
They were summer hoodies. Yeah, they were the type of hoodie you wear when you want to make sure you're cool underneath, so the breeze can get through, which is exactly what you don't want in a snowstorm.
No.
Right? And we found some Scullies. You know what I'm saying? We found some hats to wear because for fashionable purposes, but not for like keeping your head warm purposes. So they didn't cover my ears or nothing. Right? And so we ended up. And like Ryan wore shorts still, like it was bad. He still had on shorts, right? Like, and so we get to Disney World, and the whole time I'm trying to, my little sister's there. We're trying to keep everybody nice and warm. Like we get hot chocolate like every 2 minutes. Like every 2 minutes, my dad's like, I gotta buy the kids hot chocolate. They're gonna freeze to death out here. Like, but we'd already paid for the tickets. We already said we was gonna go, and the whole time I'm sitting there shivering. Can't feel my face, nose, feet, nothing, right? I'm wearing Converse, by the way.
Oh, your toes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm wearing Chucks. I forgot that part. It's snowing and I'm wearing Chucks. So, like, I can't feel my feet at all, right? And the whole time we watching the parade of lights at Disney World, which are amazing. They're very beautiful.
Oh.
And the Christmas parade lights, Disney World at Christmas, if no one's ever seen it, it's like regular Disney World, but better. Like, Main Street is so decked out in lights, it's crazy. And so I'm trying to enjoy this beauty, but the whole time I was like, yeah,
I would have been a lot of
wonderful. And, but I'm dying the whole time, right? Watching my sister like falling asleep because she's so cold, she about to die. Like, I really, like anytime she gets sleepy, like, don't die. She's like, no, I'm fine, I'm just sleeping. Like, no, you dying.
Oh my God.
But I know my dad, like the whole ride home, my dad ain't say nothing because
he was wrong.
Because he was wrong. And then when I finally we left Florida, right? Because we stayed there for a while longer. We finally left Florida, and I went back to Atlanta because it was time for me to go back to Virginia. Before I got on the plane, I was mad about a whole bunch of other stuff with my dad. We was beefing about a whole bunch that ain't had to do with that. But the one thing I said before I left, this because I wanted to throw something out there, right? I had to throw some type of anger out. I was just like, you told me to leave my coat in Georgia because I wasn't needed in Florida, right? And then I got on the plane. Like that's when I was like,
I damn near died.
Got on the plane, had my layover in Charlotte, North Carolina, and then I went home. It was dope. It was a dope trip. You know what I'm saying? I did. I was not 18 yet, but I managed to buy alcohol from the airport because they did not card me properly. They got me a Playboy magazine and some cigarettes. Like, I was just living life. You know what I'm saying?
Sound like
you're in the airport by yourself. They let you do whatever.
Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone.
Yeah, it was like that. Right? I was just by myself, underage, walking around, doing all kinds of things I wasn't supposed to be doing. So it worked itself out. Oh, okay. Even though I almost died of frostbite, hypothermia. It's okay.
Man. What y'all looking forward to? Well, okay, all right. COVID Christmas. What are we looking forward to? What are we looking forward to?
The end of COVID.
Yeah. Well.
It's like that would be my great Christmas gift right there. Like all I want for Christmas.
Tired of wearing masks. Man.
Yeah.
Just tired of wearing them.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is.
I want either more money or less work. That's what it is.
Well, I mean, work has been going down. No.
I'm tired of people being broke. I'm tired of people not having no jobs because of COVID.
Yeah.
I'm tired of. Let me tell you how bad it got. Did y'all know Burger King released a commercial recently telling people to go to McDonald's?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Bro, they're talking about closing Pizza Huts. And I'm worried about my Pizza Hut.
Oh. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, why?
Like they're not
selling.
The major chains are going down because of it. So like little mom and pop restaurants ain't gonna make it. The major chains can't make it, bro.
Ain't got no choice.
Nobody has money to go to these places.
Stop.
People are running out of money for fast food. If you run out of money for fast food, that means people are literally just eating noodles in the air. Yeah. Like nobody's eating anything. People ain't eating, bro. So it gets to the point where if you can't afford the 49-cent hamburger no more, that means you're starving, bro. That's not good. That's bad for the country. That's a bad look. I really feel like we really going down like that. But apparently it ain't just us, because even in Great Britain, that's where it started. Like BK was like, hey, look, I know this ain't normal, but if y'all could please just go to McDonald's, KFC, Taco Bell, whatever, just get out there and please eat out. So we need help.
Yeah.
Wow. We trying to stick around for y'all till everything over with, but we don't know how we gonna make it, because they got to keep paying their employees to come in there, right? And like, because other places aren't employing people, and other businesses are shutting down, the only option people have or whatever's open.
Right.
But if they can't stay open, then what? Where's the next person gonna work? Eventually, in a business where you have to sell something to stay open, if people don't have money to buy it, you can't stay open.
Yeah.
So no matter how essential your business is, right? The only businesses that were like, all right, for instance, hospitals. If you don't have insurance, right? They give you a bill, true. But after a while, what happens when nobody pays the bill? Smaller hospitals are going to stop being able to have the proper staff and proper equipment. They're going to stop saving lives. And the only place you go are major establishments. It happens to every country, every location. Like it's just something that happens. And I don't know what's happening now that it's gotten that be that way, right? So I feel like there's something that should be done. I don't know what. But that's worse than a regular recession.
Yeah.
Because at least in a regular recession, it's people got money. It's just not everybody got money or they can't afford what they need or whatever. But it's to the point where companies who've already been bailed out still can't afford to keep their doors open. That means nobody going, man.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we need things to get back to some regular. Yeah, some version of regular.
You know they're throwing the food away?
Where?
Grocery stores. They're getting rid of because nobody's coming to buy it.
Oh.
So they just tossing it out.
But I mean, they also made it so scary to go outside.
They did, but at the same time, that means where are people getting food from? They're not getting it from restaurants, and they got to get them from grocery store. Where they get it from? They're just not eating.
They're ordering it. They're ordering from.
You can do that from fast food too.
You can.
But that means people ain't eating it, bro.
I mean, with DoorDash apparently is like out here getting it now compared to what they were doing before. But if a fast food chain tells you that they're not successful, that means DoorDash ain't enough. Yeah, that's true.
So there's something else I noticed too with the with everything that's happening that was particularly strange. Besides the fact that for some reason corporations would rather throw things away than give things away for free, especially if it's like clothes or something. They'll definitely shred them up and burn them, pour bleach on them before they just like pass them out to like homeless people. I don't know what that issue is. It is tragic, but I thought about this. So in the event, right, that you bail companies out to then do what?
What do you mean?
It's not like they kept their employees. It's not like they kept the door. So where did that money go?
Oh, to the executives.
Yeah, but why?
Because that's where it always goes.
Yeah, but why? Like, what do they do? What do they do for the company? I don't understand. So I guess I just been mad confused because I had a question about like BLM recently, and I don't know why people donate all this money to Black Lives Matter funds, and like where does that money go?
I don't know, but this is Christmas stuff.
I know. I'm sorry. I just
we delved too far into politics.
I apologize.
We can definitely talk about it.
I'm wearing off, everybody. I should have had another. I decided not to drink the whole of a second bottle. I'd stopped it halfway.
You got to go home eventually.
I should have finished. I should have finished. Just kept it light in the area. That's my bad. But we'll take it back up a beat. All right. So.
Christmas.
Yes.
Christmas. No. I got Christmas. There's another music thing. We talked about soundtracks before, but this is very much more specific because I had this thought on the way up here. Who made the best Christmas hip hop song?
Gucci Mane.
Ooh.
Or Kanye.
Montana 300. He has a Christmas song. Yes, he has a Christmas song. Don't know the name of it, but he does have a Christmas song.
Christmas in Harlem. Featuring Kanye, Cameron, Jim Jones, Vado, Tiana Taylor. I want to say John Legend. Pusha T. Big Sean.
There's too many people on one
No,
song.
man, it's amazing.
It's too many people. It's very
amazing. It's like 5 minutes.
I think
get one verse apiece.
The best hip hop Christmas song came from, I believe it was Breaking or Beat Street, and I believe it's like either like a Kumo D or it probably wasn't exactly Kumo D, but it was like a I remember the words that say, ho, 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 open up your door. I'm Santa Claus, and guess what, y'all? I got something to show.
Oh, wow.
I came to bring some Christmas spirit. I got a big bag. Now guess what's in it? Some for the rich and some for the poor. So Merry Christmas and ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
And I believe, but it's from one of those movies, either Beach Street or Breaking. I think that was the best of all time. Y'all should look that up.
Breaking.
Breaking,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run DMC, Christmas in Hollis is also fantastic.
I mean, that's a classic.
Yeah.
I like.
What is
I like
your
that.
answer? Because you clearly have an answer.
Oh, Easy E, man.
Easy E.
Yeah.
Christmas.
What?
Easy E Christmas.
His Christmas joint was fire. It's on Easy Does It. It's randomly there's a bonus track on Easy Does It. There's just a Christmas track for some reason.
That's wild.
I mean, I can't say that so I don't cuss on the show, but there's
I gotta look that up.
Players Ball,
Yeah.
Outcast, also fantastic.
that's
It's a Christmas song.
good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look up Easy Does It on the way home.
Yeah.
Man.
But Easy Does It Christmas song, huh?
Yeah, man, it's
Okay.
just on there, bro. Like it was wonderful.
I'm a big Easy E fan too, so I don't know how I missed that one.
I don't know either, man. That's a classic. Well, you know what? It might be because, I mean, I had a CD. It wasn't on cassette. Like, it wasn't the original release of it. So,
Like international release or something?
no, I don't know. It's just a bonus track on there.
Okay. We going to hold them for the holiday super long, or we going to wrap this one up?
Oh, no. All right. So, I gotta talk about these decorations. I forgot. We gotta talk about traditional Christmases for those who are not familiar with different cultures here. Okay. So, representation here that I brought along. So this Christmas tree represents homemade tacky Christmas. So black side of my family, right? So we definitely do, like purchased Christmas ornaments. It was also like homemade Christmas ornaments. I remember listening to that kids always a thing. You get the clothespin with the cotton balls on it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the little styrofoam made tree with your picture on it from like elementary school and stuff.
Yeah. It's always mad, but it's because it's family,
Yeah.
right? It's
The
family.
macaroni, bell or whatever you made.
The stringing popcorn I always see on TV shows, never seen in real life, but it looked tacky. There's no way stringing popcorn ain't tacky.
First of all, I don't think that would work. Like kids ate it. Popcorn is food.
That's what I said. I don't know why TV try to perpetuate. You ever strung popcorn? Stop playing. Did you eat it?
And ate it and put it around the Christmas tree.
Oh,
and,
man.
You a good
See
one.
that? So you did eat it. That's exactly what I thought would happen. And they never eat it on a TV show. They just let us stay up there forever.
Nobody want that TV popcorn, man.
Yeah.
But first of all, like you come from a black household, like rodents, bugs. Like nah, you can.
Yeah, I'm not a try to check. Yeah, I ain't allowed to spill nothing on the carpet. Well,
Right.
That's a good
Let
point.
me play with no popcorn.
That's a good point.
I don't want to tore me up.
Yeah,
but we did.
That's true.
My grandma collected black Santas
Yeah.
and black angels. So I had a black angel for the Christmas tree in the home, even though I don't rock Christmas.
Question: what do y'all usually have on the top of your tree?
Black angel.
Ain't Black Angel, yeah. We did a star for a few years, and then now it's a Black Angel.
Same. Angel.
Star.
Star.
But
Angel.
me and my mom do this thing right every year where we got opposing sides of the living room or where the tree is, right? So tables, right? We got one table, nothing but snowmen. One table, nothing but Santas. And I don't really like the snowmen. I don't fuck with them.
That's why he on that side. All right, I'm with it now.
Right.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I
I'm
ain't even
together.
noticed that. There you go.
Okay.
There you
So
go.
long, Frosty.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? The Santas is led by this really dope black Santa. He blue. He not even red and red. He blue, right? He got a big old cane.
Hey.
Fucking dope. Love Santa.
Now, the second piece of that is the poinsettia is here. So, Puerto Rican side of the family, right? For those who don't know, like traditional Latin Christmases, right? It's a lot of Catholics, and my pops, they grew up Catholic, and so Christmas isn't celebrated the same way like in Puerto Rico as you would celebrate it here. It's not really. The traditions are different. A lot of the traditions we have in America are from Civil War era white folk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just honestly, that's mostly where they're from. So, poinsettia is it's like a thing like from Spain, right? So you put them out, and you got to go to church at midnight mass, right? That's what Christmas is about. You going to church at an inappropriate time all night long, singing the same hymns. That's what Christmas is. Ain't no presents and fanfare. You eat your bacalao. You eat your salted pork, right? And you look at these flowers on some steps while people sing songs about the Lord, and you appreciate it. And that's it.
Did your church ever have that nonsensical long play where they praise dance like 3 or 4 times?
Yeah, I got to help write it one year.
Oh, wow.
I got to help write it one year. They wanted to modernize it. It was still terrible.
Yo,
it
makes no sense. The acts make no sense.
I played Jesus and everything. I was a homeless man that I was getting beat up by gang members. And then I pull off a trench coat and I'm Jesus.
But it goes forward in time, then backwards in time. Like, wait a minute now. Is Jesus supposed to be at this time? Or we still in Jesus times?
I was in modern times because I was getting beat up by gang members.
Yeah, is God supposed to be one of us? Is what you're saying right now?
I don't know. I was weird, and it was like gang members not from here. They was like from New York or Detroit or something. They weren't even like
accents.
Local. Yeah,
They
like
called you-
because it was like my cousin and his friends was playing the game, and they all. Like, like one of them had like a New Orleans accent for some reason, and one of them sounded like a Florida gangster. And I'm like, what are we doing?
Okay,
like,
but what year was the play set in with the gangsters and Jesus combined?
So the 90s.
90s.
the 1990s.
So Jesus came back.
Apparently I came back, and I was a hobo in a trench coat. I was a wino, but I was really Jesus.
Oh my God!
I was very confused by the play, to say the least. Whatever purpose they were trying to have, it missed me.
Yeah,
all
it's
right,
so
it was lost upon me. But the point that he is very, very important to the religious aspect of it. And for those who don't know, 3 Kings Day is actually when you get your presents, the Epiphany. So January 6th, right? It's symbolic of when the 3 kings brought Jesus his presents, right? Because obviously they don't actually happen the same day Jesus is born. Like, you got to be born, and then the star shows you where it's at, and you got to travel to it. So
it makes
realistically,
no sense.
don't do that.
Don't do this.
Realistically, by the time they got there,
Don't
he
do
would have
this.
been years old.
Oh boy, don't do this. Don't do this.
Like,
But
they
my
had to be
point is-
notified.
My point is, even in the story,
It makes no
even
sense.
in, but even in the story, it doesn't happen on the same day. So what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, Christmas, right? You go to church.
Mm-hmm.
3 Kings Day, the Epiphany.
Yeah.
Then the presents. Then that's when you put straw in your shoe. Then that's when you get chocolates and gifts.
Hey, man.
And you get 3.
Look.
Ha-ha.
Look.
Right? None of that one big gift joint. You get 3 gifts.
Hey, but they can't sell
Fire.
that. You can't sell January 6th. That don't make no sense.
But you can sell 3 gifts. You know how January
sell
6th it does in every other country. You don't work in the US, but let me tell you something. Once the US realizes that they can push out Christmas on the other end, they will.
I'm sure.
The part that they missed out on with their racism, and I hate to get back there, but so they keep wanting to push Christmas closer and closer to the front of the year, but the other way, like they be skipping Thanksgiving, like that joint, which is also another like Depression era, Civil War era holiday.
Hey man, stop taking
whatever.
it. Don't take my turkey.
No, I ain't taking. I'm just saying, like,
I ain't got much to look forward to.
who cares about the Mayflower? And
I can't eat pork no more, man. Don't do this to me.
Jamestown's way more important. I'm just saying, historically, it
understand.
doesn't make any sense. Nobody cares.
Look, that's fine. I just want to have turkey
It's just
and gravy, man. Don't do
I
that.
mean, all right. Well, so I get into that in another show too.
yeah,
Like,
you just out
just
here.
for the indigenous peoples, bro, because that's disrespectful.
No,
too.
I hear you.
But
Fair.
Halloween, skipping all over that. You know what I'm saying?
do.
What happens in August? Was it Memorial Day, Labor Day? Was it August?
Nothing.
Was it? What is it? September,
this is
right?
hot.
That's the September.
Labor
Was
Day
it?
is in
August is
September.
kite flying, right?
Is it?
Like,
Okay.
That's when you fly your kites and stuff.
Sure.
I
would.
No, I thought that was May. No, April. No, when's it windy? March, April.
There's
Look,
something in August, though.
Look, the point is this. The point is this. Christmas in July is annoying, but it's real. So they tell you, oh, it's halfway a year, right? And they even marketed to me as a child, like Cartoon Network, Christmas in July, right? It was a whole thing. So they start showing you Christmas stuff in July, right? And then the other holidays are covered in Christmas still, right? Even Nightmare Before Christmas, they were like, we got to make Christmas be in October. Like, it's got to start in October.
You're just trying to lose all our listeners, huh?
I love Nightmare Before
I
Christmas.
know people love that movie. Don't.
I love that movie. I'm a Tim Burton fan, even though he don't like black folk. But
What?
he had one black character in all his movies.
He was gonna have a black Robin.
It was no.
Yes,
that wasn't Tim Burton.
That was Schumacher too.
That was Schumacher. Yeah.
Oh,
He had Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent.
see. He
Yeah, that's
black
like the
folks.
one time ever. No,
well,
I'm pretty sure
gotta
he didn't
start.
hire Billy. That's why they didn't make Two-Face a thing, because he was like, I gotta use Billy D more. No, thank you. The man said it out of his own mouth. He don't care much for the mouth. We don't fit in his vision. That's what he said.
Because you don't know that many black God people. I mean, you do, but I don't think.
Yeah, I was about to say I do.
Yeah, not you, like
That's
that. You specifically, you.
Like, married one. Like, I married a Puerto Rican guy. That's weird. Anyway, so no, but Christmas is like way too far out, right? So the point where we miss everything else that's supposed to happen in the middle of the year because of Christmas, like I don't want to miss my whole fall because I need to make it winter. Just give me Christmas at Christmas. Don't take all my other holidays away from me. And so, like, if you push it after December 25th and you go to January 6th, it makes way more sense. Because what else you doing? New Year's? Who cares?
Yeah,
Like, all you do is get drunk.
But nobody wants to do that. I don't want to do that.
But why not?
Because I look forward to Christmas.
Yeah, and you can keep looking forward to it all the way through January 6th.
No, because then it's New Year's and I'm ready to start my year. Personally.
What?
Personally.
It don't make no sense.
Yeah, it does. Because my birthday's in March,
Just
right?
start your year with gifts, brother.
No.
You wanna
Why not?
start your year with what? Sadness?
No,
What's that
not
with?
sad. Well, personally, this year coming up, I'm about to move. So I'm not sad.
Yeah, the day after the Epiphany. So you get your gifts,
That's
and
my
then
gift,
and
that's
then
the
you move on the
apartment.
next day.
No, I mean, I got to work.
You can
Now,
still
see,
get gifts,
the,
my brother.
the thing is, you wrap up the year with all the gifts. December is the last month of the year,
Right.
technically, right? So you get all that. You've been good all year.
Hopefully.
Some kids been good, some kids been bad. So we're gonna wrap it all up in December and clean your slate, so you can start over January 1st. Start over. Just
Okay,
a
so
clean slate.
So what do y'all do between the 25th and the 1st?
Eat, play with the stuff that I got, sleep.
Refresh.
And you got to
Drink and be
stop
merry.
doing that on the 1st. You can't just keep doing it to the 6th.
Because at some point, we got to go back to work, man.
You do, but you don't before the 6th.
For the draw.
You're not even, kids aren't even back in school. Like back when school was regular, you're not even back in school until after the 6th.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
they
what
got-
I'm saying.
I
Like,
hear you.
like it's like there's no reason you have to stop right then. You see, most people don't even take their stuff down until January.
But that's because people kind of, lazy.
I know, but what
not-
I'm saying is it makes perfect sense because you're not supposed to take it down until after the 6th.
I mean, I guess.
It's ignoring the whole. For everybody who says about a Christian thing, they're ignoring the part of the Christian religion.
It's a pagan thing. Why are we doing this?
No. The Epiphany is not.
Not the Epiphany, but I'm talking about Christmas.
Then why don't people ever honor their pagan traditions? They only honor the Christian aspect of the tradition.
'Cause it's-
You tell people right now Christmas ain't Christian, they'll be mad at
I
you.
know. I'm really trying not to have this conversation on this show.
God, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you if we gonna be inclusive of Christianity, we gotta include all of Christianity. We can't just exclude the Latin part. We can't just be like, well, they speak Spanish, they don't matter. Get out of here.
No, I
That's
hear
crazy.
you, sir, but we live in America.
I know, and that's what's wrong with the country.
I'm aware.
They say they're all inclusive melting pot unless
Yeah.
you're anything but white.
It is true. I understand it though. Like
Trying to get us canceled, man.
so like
Already.
I can't. No, I'm the one being inclusive. You trying to get us canceled, brother?
You know, we talk about paganism in 2020 on this. No. Go ahead, Marcus.
tragic. But getting gifts up until like the 6th, I can get with that. Like you're because the new year is like a new start. Why wouldn't? Isn't that like a gift in itself?
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Keep talking about it. Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, look, I'm not really mad at it. But I
I
just
give up on the 31st every year.
Right.
They give up.
Hey, man. Since the year 2000, I've been. All these things have just been house money.
What's his face used to do ball drop every year. What's his name? I forgot.
Regis
Clark?
Philbin?
Yeah, Dick
Oh,
Clark.
Dick Clark.
No, Dick Clark. Yeah, Dick Clark used to ball. So yeah, saying see Dick Clark's face, he just gave up after that. He was just like, all right, it's time to wrap it up. Now it's with Ryan Seacrest.
Probably. I be sleep, man. I be sleep on New Year's. I don't even know.
See, that's why you don't know.
I don't,
At the same time, it's a new year. New year, start over.
Mm-hmm.
New year, get all you've been bad all year, you've been good all year. We're gonna give you your reward on the 25th. You got from the 25th to the 31st to break all that new stuff in, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
On the 1st, start over. You've been Santa Claus said you've been if you've been good, he's coming to your house. If not,
Get back of cold.
no. But it's a reset though.
Here's
It
my
gives you
thing, though.
just a second chance, a third chance, or whatever.
Here's my thing, though, right? If you a kid, right, and say, you wait until the 6th to get your gifts, and school start on the 6th.
No, start after.
Oh, it will start after?
Yeah, start after.
But what if your parents don't come in the clutch? And the Christmas Eve, if you got time between now and Christmas, you got time to get that money and spend it and buy you some clothes. But then if you wait until the 6th and school start the next day, you in trouble.
No, it's always clutch, man, because it's 3 gifts.
But it may not be no
3
money.
gifts minimum.
It may not be none of what you want.
Oh, it will be. It's 3 Kings Day, brother.
Okay. Like parents give up. Okay.
They do, man. 3
All
Kings
right.
Day hit different, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
It might for you, man.
They do it hit
But I know
different.
how okay. You getting the
You
socks
got,
the
you
wrong
think,
color?
think about what they brought Jesus. They brought him some smell good and some gold, brother.
Man, by the way,
All right. So we're gonna leave it. We're gonna make it a personal decision. You want the 25th through the 31st, or you want the 31st through the
you're
6th?
gonna start a whole war.
I'm just trying,
Hey, it's valid.
I'm trying to tell you, if Christmas so good, why won't you add another week on to it? That's the whole thing started, right? Herb said he don't know how you feel about Christmas specials. That's why I said it's a holiday special. I appreciate that way more.
Preach.
I'm just
Yeah,
tired of
that's
the same old tropes, man.
That's true.
I
I
can't
hear
do it. We ain't even get it to the Christmas. Next year, everybody, 2021, we're going to do this again. Maybe. I don't know. Probably. If we're still doing
should
the
do,
podcast, I think so.
The Kwanzaa one,
Okay.
so we can do it like several days.
Oh.
See?
You're just gonna be greedy about it.
Hey.
Do a 3
Good, but
Kings
you don't
one.
get nothing. No,
I
So,
mean, they do give
you
gifts
can
on
do a
Kwanzaa.
No, they're not real gifts. We ain't talking
I'm
about
gonna
that.
say
That's,
something.
that's fucked up.
So Kwanzaa and Hanukkah,
Right.
Yeah.
what's the difference?
One is
What?
Jewish and
What you
one is,
mean?
one is black.
Like
Also, they made Kwanzaa up, I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
No, they didn't. They
They
didn't.
didn't.
I mean, not
Okay.
entirely.
No, not at all.
But I was confused because I forgot which one was with the candles and which one.
They
I
both
was
got
just like-
candles. They both got candles.
Okay,
So what
Hanukkah
the-
is a Jewish holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a Jewish
Hanukkah,
holiday.
Hanukkah has a menorah.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa has colored candles
Mm,
Yeah.
representing things
The-
specifically for African American.
Yeah, the black flag
Oh,
or whatever. That
yeah.
rap- yeah.
all right.
Red, black, and green with a
Yeah.
key.
Cool.
All right, everybody.
So misinformed.
All right, this has been the holiday special.
It's been a wondrous
Yeah, you,
The Herbsurdity Podcast with the Alex and Herb
holiday
holiday
miracle.
holiday special. I don't know.
We'll be back in 2021.
Yeah,
sure.
Good willing and God bless. Y'all have a happy holiday no matter what you celebrate.
And a happy New Year.
I ain't forget about Eid, by the way. I know everybody else forgot about it. Eid, you know what I'm saying? I don't like all that stuff happen around the wintertime. Winter solstice.
Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
King's Day, Christmas. Happy Consumerism Acknowledgement Day. That's what they say.
We fussing, we fight afterwards, go discuss it. I'm slamming the blocks like Tetris. Loading the truck UPSS. Black and yellow VVS's. My chain name Jerome Bed. It's stocking the sand. I am the man. I go super sand when I'm on the beat. Piles of sand, buckets and pans. I get to the bands when I'm in the streets. With hands on feet unique. My stick a new technique. Don't fuck with internet beef. Bitches me and I beef. That's what you saying, nigga.
Y'all have a good one. Whatever you gonna celebrate, if you decide to
Niggas
celebrate
talking about
nothing at all,